Hello people, and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Build series. It's a new year, 2013, and yeah, we got big plans this year for this Let's Build, because obviously this is an adventure map, so we're going to have lots more Let's Builds, lots more, and yeah, continuing to expand on what we've built so far, and hopefully make a very good and interesting adventure map. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start building the castle. As you can see, unfortunately I lost some footage, so I kind of got to this point now, and that's basically where I'm at now. Basically set down the foundations and put like 4 towers up. So yeah, as you can see, we're going for quite a different kind of design. So obviously the entrance is like at an angle to try and just give it something a little bit extra, make it look a bit better. I've already made the little entrance there. As you can see, it's got like some wooden fencing around the edges to just give it a bit of definition or something like that. And yeah, just using stone brick steps and slabs to go along with the castle to just give it some definition. So as you can see now, I've just put up the 2 towers there at either end, and I'm just adding in some like windows and stuff like that for the tower, just to give it some more detail. And then once I've done that, it's time to move on to the actual castle itself. So as you can see, so just building up the castle walls now. So just going straight up to a certain point until I've got to the point where I want to kind of go in a level. So obviously it's kind of going upwards like a tower. It's the idea I had in mind. So once I got to that base point there, I just left that and decided to go along with the walls, because the walls needed building up between each tower. So I'm just going ahead and doing that now, just building up each wall to connect to each other, and then I bring it out with some steps to make the pathway and put some tops on the wall, just to kind of make it look more like a castle basically. So yeah, just gonna continue and do the same thing at the opposite side and build up the castle walls. Yeah. I've made a little entrance along the walkway going into the tower as well. Just done that with steps, just to kind of give it a bit of an archway, and then obviously from there you're able to get up to the top of the tower. So as you can see me here now, I'm just building up the other wall to connect to the castle, and yeah, going around with steps on the edge again to create the walkway, creating all the archways going into the tower as well. So yeah, at this point I was kind of happy with the design, but I do end up changing it slightly, which you'll see, well, not yet, but you'll see in a bit, in a few minutes or so. Once I've built up as far, I basically finish this, and then I decide it needs to be bigger, so I basically expand it. But you'll see that in a bit. So now just obviously filling in a level from where I can go up again now. So bring the castle in a level, and then going up taller than the previous level as well. So obviously getting taller as we're going up to kind of give it a bit of a tower look, kind of thing like that. Yeah. So obviously going up now all the way to the top, and then it's time to decide what we're going to do once we get to the top, because we need to make it look good. Obviously at the top of the castle as well, did you decide what we're going to have up there, like sculpture, or maybe just simple, just keep it like a path or whatever. I do toy around with a few different ideas. I liked the idea of bringing out this little walkway along the edge, where the king of this castle could just like walk along and look over all his people. So that's what I do there. Then obviously go out with steps to create a pathway again along the top there, where you might see guards and stuff as well, and things like that. Yeah, so I'm just adding more detail to that walkway. I've put some structural support underneath it, but just with stone slabs. Yeah, that's about it. Just adding more detail to that there by putting more toppers on it to give it more of a castle-y look. And once that was done, it's time to decide whether to go up another level or not, which I'm just working out now. Just working out my dimensions of where I want the next tower to go. I did start building it up, but then I decided not to actually go all the way to the top because the clouds were there and it was kind of looking bad from down below. So instead I just go for a tree on the top, and then that's pretty much it for the top of the castle there. And now it's time to move on. Inside the castle walls, as you can see here, this is the entrance to the castle itself. So I'm just messing around with a few ideas with steps and slabs and stuff like that. I get a design I like in the end, but it does take a while. I do decide to keep them fence posts in, I think, just like that. Yeah, just to kind of give it a little something extra. Yeah, and that's pretty much the design. And whoomph! Look at that! I just did a bit of magical modding there. So basically, there's this mod called Worldedit. I'll put a link in the description for it. I'm not going to explain how to download it and install it because you should be able to find other videos and explanations on how to do that. But yeah, basically install that mod, and then you can select stuff. You can copy and paste big structures. You've got to select like point A and point B, and then you create like a big square, and you can say how big you want that square to be by typing in commands. So that's basically what I did. I just selected the castle itself, and then yeah, I just copied it, and then I rotated it and pasted it, and yeah, then I got myself a nice looking castle now, I think, because it was a bit too small before. So now it's more central, so it looks a bit better, looks a bit bigger. And then all I had to do now really was just join the two together. So obviously it's, you know, it looks like it's supposed to be like that. And that's pretty much what I go for. Just joining them together. Created a nice entrance to the castle as well. That would be the main entrance that I just built, and then this is inside now, which would bring us into the actual throne room of the castle. So that's the kind of design I go for there, for the archway there. Just again using steps and slabs, just to kind of bring it out a bit, make it look a bit better. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. And then obviously I just sealed it all off at the top, and then it's time to bring it up all the way to the top. So they would these two towers were joined together. The main parts of the castle were joined together. And then that's pretty much it really. I've just got to work along the top again. I decided to add another little platform that comes out. So I've got like a nice central one where the king could look out again. Just looking out over his kingdom and over all his people, over his chumps, having a look at them, seeing what they're doing. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I raise it a bit just to kind of give it a bit more depth. Raise it up a bit with some steps, and then obviously start bringing it out, add in some more toppers, bringing it out with some steps. Yeah, just to kind of add a little bit extra to the castle. So yes, obviously raising it again a bit more with slabs, stone brick slabs, bringing it out now, as you can see. Kinda got the idea from like the Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, the main castle in that film. It's got like a big a big walkway that comes out where that crazy guy ends up jumping off. So yeah, I thought I'd put something like that on my castle. As you can see there, I'm just making a little structural support for it. And this is it, the castle and the towns, all right next to the castle. I decided to add some towns to the left and to the right, with some help from Squid. Got that finished, and got the interior finished, as you can see now. So this is on the right hand side, or the left hand side, depending which way you're looking at it. This is this side of the town, so we've got a few basic buildings, blacksmiths, markets, the blacksmith's on the right there. And we've got a few little stalls here, selling food for all the townsfolk. And that's basically that side there. And then we move over to this side, the other side. We've got another fountain and our stables, pigs, because you don't get horses in Minecraft, so pigs enough to do. And we've got some apartment blocks here where our rich folks will be staying in. And yeah, some more market stalls as well. So yep, so this is inside the castle itself. Got a nice dining room built by Squid. It's very good, looks great, looks like Skyrim style. Then we've got just a simple bedroom and a enchantment room, like a library. And that's pretty much it. Obviously there's more rooms inside. Not quite finished them all yet though, but you're about to see them when the adventure map comes out. So yeah, thanks for joining us on this Let's Build, and hopefully there'll be another video out soon where we'll be moving on somewhere else, and you'll have to wait and see what that is. So yeah, thanks for joining us, and bye!